Hello and welcome to No Man's Sky, everybody. ElanPaul here with your... Well, what is this? What is this? You saw the title down there, and what we're going to be doing is an abandoned, no starter ship speedrun challenge. As of the recording of this video, Jason holds the record right now at 36 minutes. Really, you got to get everything falling just right if you want to start getting lower times like this. A lot of you have been in contact with me and have sent me messages in regards to how your times are going and stuff like that. Someone actually started on a Viking world and actually was able to complete it in a little over an hour and 12 minutes. I think that was Ray Austin, if I remember correctly. That's amazing. That really is amazing. But a lot of you are already getting speed runs under an hour. Good for you. Absolutely fantastic for all of you. That is exactly what this is all about. It's about a different way of having fun in No Man's Sky. So, you know, you can go through the storylines, you can explore to your heart's content, you can find new multi-tools, new ships. This is just another aspect to the game. And that's what we're all showing you, is that speedruns don't have to just be limited to the streamers. They don't have to be limited to the content creators of YouTube. So this this particular arrangement in No Man's Sky is for you to do. This is the whole point behind it. Now, when we get our expedition and we start doing our speed runs and stuff like that, one of the main factors behind those speed runs is doing it live. That's always been a rule on the main speed runs for the expeditions. But this is one that anybody can do at any time. Doesn't require us waiting on an update or an expedition. So I'm hoping you all are enjoying it, and let's go ahead and get started. So I've got my game loaded up here. Let's see here. So my time right now is, that's a creative test bed that I'm doing stuff in, testing some ideas out. That's where I actually did the test on the EXOCRAFT that you saw in that video that came out. So anyway, my fastest time right now is 42 minutes. I'm 6 minutes slower than Jason. I am 4 minutes slower than Demager, as a lot of you know, Demager LDN. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on a new custom run. Setting everything up, we're going to go to survival. Challenging, abandoned is the main thing right here. So that's how you set those up. We're going to go to all unlocked on the recipes. That's what makes it a little bit special, that we can get these things done. Expensive and harsh, challenging on the enemy strength, and obviously challenging fishing, because, you know, that's important. And the reputation, why not? We'll just get it there. And I like to lock my settings out. Now, I may have to start this over again. If we get to a point where it's a Viking system, I'm going to go ahead and stop there, because the Viking systems don't work out really well. You have to find a Viking dagger in order to find a portal. So it's off limits. You have to hit so many cargo containers in order to run into one. And we all don't have Jason's luck. Let's be clear, right? Now, I'm recording this a little early in the morning. My voice is a little bit rougher in the mornings, so you'll hear me clearing my throat on occasion, taking a couple sips of coffee like I'm going to do right now. That's a good cup of joe right there. All right, we're going to confirm and get started. So here we go, guys. Welcome to No Man's Sky. And the big challenge. Now, my computer loads up a little quicker now, so the screen should load up within a few moments after this. It takes a couple extra moments the very first time I play. But there we go, and we're going to start the timer immediately. Give us an idea. It looks like we're on a toxic world again. I think there might be a cave over there. I have no way to check because everything's damaged. All right, so we need rocks. I think everything's going to be over here. So let's go ahead over here. We need rocks. We need carbon, and there's literally, the ground is bare over here for some odd reason. All right, these rocks good? Yes, they are. Okay. So we need a good amount of ferrite dust. We'll need at least about 300 to start with. A lot of folks just get it as they go, but I'm going to just stay put because I don't know what's around me. And I've got to get everything repaired. So, you know, let's just keep going. And we got to watch the amount of fuel that we're using out of this, because you know, we're going to need to recharge, and I don't want to run out of... Okay, that's pure. Okay, so the big ones are pure. All right. I see some little rocks around us, too. All right, we're up to 100. I need at least 125 to start, and after that, I can worry about getting more later. Geodes are good. If we can get a few of those, that would be great from these smaller ones. That doesn't always happen. Where's some rocks? Rocks. Carbon. I'll take carbon. We're not going to get much carbon out of the little guys, but the big ones, yeah, buddy, that's where we're going to be getting it from. So carbon's going to be useful for a great many things, especially between carbon and oxygen. I'm going to need a lot. Toxicity is pretty high. It's not dropping yet, but there's the warning. Yep. I may have to turn my speaker volume down. I don't always play with headphones on, as some of you are aware. Good. Look at that carbon that we're getting. That's a good amount of carbon. Almost 200 carbon already.
Technology recharge.
Alright, good. Alright, dust. Like I said, the more of this we can get now, the better off we'll be. Alright, I think we're doing pretty good. We do need a bunch more carbon because we just used a bunch of it to recharge our mining laser, but we need a bunch more. So if I can get some of these big plants, because they seem to give about 40 at a time. So that's good. And we can keep this thing charged up and hot. There we go. We'll get it a little bit quicker. Okay. Because we're going to need it to also to unlock, unless we can find some a good amount of oxygen, which I don't know what the oxygen plants are like yet on this planet. We're going to need a lot of carbon. There we go. How we doing? 230? Alright. I want to get closer to 300 if we can. Alright, let's check, see what our amounts are. Alright, with 254 on the ferrite, we need a little bit more. We're doing excellent on the carbon, it looks like. That's fantastic. Let's make ourselves a carbon nanotube, and we're going to need a metal plate for later, so I'm just going to get it going now. You know what? 2, 3, 4. I need 5. I need one more. So if we can get, we don't need carbon, we need a rock. There's a rock right there. We just entered a new region. That means we got a building nearby. We ought to take a look in just a moment here. I need enough rocks to let me see if I can find some more ferrite. There it is. I need enough rocks to repair my visor right now and get one more. Let's see. Rock. Good. Okay, here we go. One more plate and repair the visor for 75. Bob. Alright, how we doing? Alright, we need 60 more. 61, but 60 more, but we'll do it. Alright, this should do it. Not quite, right? Not always not quite. Alright, now we got enough. Since this is here, I'm going to grab it. Nice. If I can get a couple more of those, we'll be in good shape. Those crystals are really handy. Give us a little bit more of this stuff. Alright, good. How we doing? Oh, we got 2 of them already. 75. Fantastic. We need about 120 or so. Let's repair our multi-tool. I don't have 75 already? I could have swore you saw me gather it, right, guys? That's weird. Alright, there's a rock right here. I swear I had 75 out of that last rock. Yeah, I do need to lower my volume just a little bit here. Alright. Okay, we're all set. So we're going to take a look. Yeah, we do have a building right there. Oh, please tell me. Nope, sack venom. Darn it. Alright, and we got buried cache on the way. We'll grab that. Just making sure there wasn't anything back the other way that we missed. Doesn't look like it. I'm also looking for buried minerals. That's going to be my big pull. It looks like we got a building there. That's it's a transmission tower. Yeah, we're definitely going to hit that right now. Because that'll find us our first distress signal. Let's go ahead and do that. And see if we can get it to work. We do need sodium. We do need sodium. This, I think, will help our hazard protection. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'll grab some because I think we're going to turn some of that into ferrite dust later. Hydrogen jelly, even better. Hold on. Is this for glowing mineral? Uranium. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Hazard protection, yes. Very good.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Okay, we need, like I said, about 120 of this. This will get us through the portal. Plus, we got a gel. A gel is good for whatever ship we find. Interesting how everything disappeared from the bottom left of my screen. Been seeing that happen lately. There we go. Okay, we're back. I want to keep the other building highlighted and head straight to this one. I think we should be able to get there pretty easily without having to recharge anything. But I've noticed that I don't have... How are we doing on this? 133? Good. I noticed that we don't have much in the way of sodium or anything. I'm not seeing many plants. It's very odd. And oxygen, you'll notice I don't see many oxygen plants either when I did my scan. Yeah, this is my first one. Okay, jade peas will be helpful for life support for now until I can figure out a better option for oxygen. For life support, anyway.
Toxic protection. Falling.
I didn't check what planet I'm on. Crap. Hope this isn't a Viking system. No, we're Korvax. Good. Good, good, good. Alright. And we can stabilize.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Gather up stuff in here. It's just hazard. Oh, stay away from whatever's down there. There it is. It's my first oxygen I'm getting. I'll just grab them while I can. There we go. A microprocessor, which we also are going to need. Alright, good. Alright, I am going to take this moment to also... Can I make one of these yet? No, I need more oxygen to make one. Crud. Alright, I can't do it now. Let's see what we can find. It's going to be always 720 is the first one. Alright, let's see how far away this distress signal is. If it's close, then we're in good shape, because then we don't have to worry about getting a Minotaur. And if I'm not mistaken, Uranium will give us... yeah, 7 hours. Not likely. Okay, so we do have to build a Minotaur. Alright, worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Alright, where is our building that we were heading towards? There, that one. Okay, so we're heading this way now. Which direction is this? West. Okay.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Okay. Let's do a quick scan. I need minerals like that. I need sodium, and I need oxygen, and I'm not seeing any oxygen anywhere. Okay. Hazardous plants, you know? You'd think you'd find a bunch of hazardous plants, but I'm not finding any. What's up with that? Besides a sac venom, and that really doesn't qualify. There we go. We have broken machinery ahead. We do need a little bit of money, so if I can get like a stack of buried technology, that would be good. That's okay. And this should be close to the top surface. There we go. There's more sodium. Grab you for more hazard protection until we get ourselves some cobalt. We do have some copper over there. That could be very handy, but if I could find some minerals, we'll be in good shape.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Yep. Okay. Let's check out this building, see what we got. It'll be a trade terminal. Nope, it's a a different building. Let's just put it that way. We can stop in there for just a moment while we relax. I need oxygen, so let me do another quick check. Scanner's still recharging. Hold on. There we go. Oxygen, oxygen, oxygen. Anybody? Anybody? We have no oxygen nearby. Isn't that crazy? And what about hazard? What about hazardous plants? I mean, this is going to be a very tough run if we can't get any oxygen.
Falling.
life support gel will be our next thing that hopefully we can get. Jack relic. Another microprocessor. Yep, working on it, dearie. Okay.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Broken machinery. We already got enough metal. It's okay. Alright, let's get rid of this. We still only have 18 oxygen. There are no plants in here to kill, so I can't even get any more oxygen. Very odd that I'm not finding any oxygen-bearing plants, so we're going to have to make ourselves a life support. Oh, we got a life support gel. We did get one. So we're in good shape there. We need more of these. Alright. Hazard protection we don't need to do right now. Okay, good. Now there should be some buried tech right over there. There it is. I'll grab that real quick. We'll take another look around.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Okay, back to the mining beam. We need to recharge it.
Technology
Yeah.
recharge.
Alright. So, we need silver. I need oxygen, though. This is really weird. See, no hazardous plants. Maybe we should be finding a cave. I think that's what we're going to have to do here. Damaged machinery and damaged machinery. Let's continue to head south for now. Even though I think that's actually the direction we came from. Let's go this way. Ammonia. Buried cache. Let's head for the buried cache. Because sometimes they give us metals. Grab some more sodium on the way. Again, let's find a cave. Maybe we'll get lucky in a cave. I mean, when was the last time you were on a planet and there were no hazardous plants to attack you? I mean, not even any whippersnappers or anything like that. I'd almost be happy to find one at this point. There we go. We got an exosuit expansion slot. That actually is worth about 100 grand, right? 155. Very good.
Toxic protection. Falling.
There we go. That's what we'll do for that for now. Amazing. Up, up, up. There we go.
Toxic protection. Falling.
1. Should be 2 more. 2. Good. And there should be a third one over here. There you are. 3. Alright, good. Well, that's grateful for that. I'm telling you what, man. Alright. We're going to be mostly heading west. We got a cargo drop. Lots of animals here, I'll tell you that. Magnetized ferrite. The stress beacon that we're not going to be touching. Let's get off of the slope. Again, a lot of sodium. So I'll take it while I can. Because we'll need that to open up our portal at this point. It looks like that's what's going to be needed. Get our portal going. We're at 15 minutes, and I was hoping to find something by now. Alright, what do we got? Because we want to find, like I said, the buried minerals would be very, very necessary right now. Let's head towards this guy over here. Damaged machinery. Or cave. Caves would be great, but I'm not seeing signs of caves.
Falling.
That looks like an oxygen plant, thank heavens. Because I want to be able to get into a place of protection while I do everything else, and I don't want to backtrack too much. Buried tech. Unburied. Alright, that should be enough to get us going if we come across a trade terminal. Alright, what do we got? Buried mineral right there. Okay, good. Two. Got a bonus.
Protection. Falling.
Alright, we'll be doing that in just a moment with the plants that we've got. Okay. What'd we get? Geodesite. I think one of those turns into gold, if I'm not mistaken.
Technology recharge.
Okay. Alright, let's take a quick look. We need to find something soon. Got another buried mineral. Let's grab it. And if worse comes to worse, I will dig myself out my own cave. I think we got enough metal. Another life support shell. Very, very handy. Okay, that's good. If I'm not mistaken, geodesite might turn into... maybe it turns into platinum now that I think about it. Yeah, I think it does. But magna gold turns into gold. Okay, let's get ourselves a spot to crash. I don't see anything. Got some buried cache ahead. Let's dig a hole in the side of a hill here and just do it. Wait a second. Wait a second. This is a cave. Alright, cave it is. I can just get into the cave.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Alright, we do need cobalt. I want to get some batteries. We need a few of them. We need at least 5 batteries, so let's go ahead and grab what we can. And a lot of people yell at me and tell me you need to analyze to get the secondary element. Silver, which is fine. We don't need the silver because we're going to get some silver here in just a moment. There we go. Plus, the cobalt could come in handy later when we're opening up our portal. We got enough dihydrogen to get by, but... Oh, we got gold there. Look at that. Hang on. Okay, we need to get rid of that. Let's go ahead and set up our portable refiner now that we have all the items necessary to get what we need. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just fill it up. Let's see. So geodesite turns into platinum. That's what I thought. Okay. Magna gold, though, turns into gold. Let's go ahead and grab that. Alright, good. So now we can build another craft. We got a little bit of silver. Where is the other stone that we had? Not you. Aronium. That's the silver we needed. It thinks about it because it wants to give us 250. There we go. And anything else? We got plenty of cobalt now. Let's get the metal going. Alright. Good. And we'll need some chromatic metal. Alright, so first things first, we need to build ourselves a Minotaur. We need 4 ion batteries. Let's make those real quick. We should have a spot in here for it. 2, 3, 4. What am I missing? Ferrite dust. Of course I am. There. Okay. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Oh. There it is. Okay. So we got everything back, right? Okay, good. EXOCRAFT. We need to create this. So we need chromatic metal, we got the gold, and we need a wiring loom. The wiring loom we can get from uninstalling this along with some chromatic metal. We don't get a lot, I don't think, but I'm going to go ahead and uninstall it. Hello? There we go. No, we get storm crystals from it. Right. And another microprocessor that we need anyway. Alright, so we can start getting this going. And we need 75 chromatic metal. So we're going to need some copper. Okay, good. Put you guys in here. This will not protect us from the hazards now, so we got to be careful anyway. How we doing over here? 53%. How much ferrite dust we got? There we go. Alright. Life support. Okay. Hazard protection. We have a gel. We have this. I'm going to get rid of the rest of my metal. We're going to just drop this in here. It's still going to make it go up 1%, but I don't care. We got plenty of sodium. Gives us 4 slots. We can sell this. We'll keep the gold because we're going to need it. We have a little bit of oxygen. We're going to need more than that because I got to make a warp cell. Actually, can I make any? No, I need chromatic metal. Okay, good. How far along are you? Alright. I think we're finished with you at this point. Alright, let's go. Okay, and we need to... My bad, I need to look for copper. 219, right there. Perfect. So again, it's not going to protect us from the elements. I want to be clear about something. It shouldn't be protecting us from the elements, but it is still. Interesting. That is really, really weird. So I think that's a glitch in the Minotaur. I mean, we'll use it, because I got to be in the Minotaur to do some stuff, but really, really odd. So we're going to need at least 150 of this. Great. A localized event that is to attack me. It shouldn't even be anywhere near me.
Toxic protection falling. Toxic protection falling.
There we go. Right.
Technology recharge.
My bad.
Technology recharge.
Another cave.
Toxic
Planet is really good on this.
Technology recharge.
Look at that. The amount of silicate powder I'm digging up real quick over here. Or it was anyway, for a moment there. There we go. Alright.
Technology recharge. Toxic protection falling. Technology recharge.
How we doing? 23 minutes. You think we'll beat 36? Probably not.
Technology recharge.
Copper. Get that 75 going that we need. And we'll grab some more copper while we're here. Now we do have, I think, 3 microprocessors, if I remember correctly. Check. We do. Okay, that's good. I don't know how much more copper we need. I don't quite remember. But I do know we needed to open up the portal. So we need at least 120 for that. And then we'll need extra for chromatic metal. But we don't need a ton of it if I remember correctly. Doing 280. We can get up to 300, we'll be in good shape. I think that's it. Excellent. Okay. I know it looks weird, but hey. Okay. Pick you up. Pick you up. There we go. Minotaur.
Toxic protection falling.
Let's get in the Minotaur. Yeah, look at that. It's still protecting me. How interesting. EXOCRAFT. Distress signals. Let's see. Is that it? It says 17 hours. So obviously we're not going to go to that one. But if we let this recharge a little bit, we'll be in good shape. So we have everything I need. I just need to make another EXOCRAFT. That was weird, his feet dangling like that. Hold on a second here. I'm just going to grab that while we're here. What is that? Ancient data. Love to see if this planet also has metal, but it doesn't make a difference. Middle fingers. Okay, freighter, that's fine. I'm just going to keep going in this direction for the time being, get out of this hole that we're in, because I think we've got everything we need. It's just a matter of finding what we need at this point, you know. We have all the elements that we need, is what I'm saying. Distress signal, where is it this time? Is it that one still? 17 hours? Yes. And you know we found one that was like 7 hours away. Unless that's the same one. Hold on. 7 hours. Okay, let's see what happens here. Let's go in a different direction. Create a crash site. In the same general direction. 20 minutes away. We can head towards it, I guess. You can't repair that and take off, right? Alright. Well, this may be a bum run. Because if we only have one... You know what it is, too? It is possible that if you hit one of those buildings that I hit earlier, that it automatically locks in on that and will give you nothing else but that. See? It's just locked in on it. So I think we have to call this run done. There's nothing more we can do. There's no way we're getting there in 17 hours. So, alright. So we're going to call this one. Alright. And we're already at 25 minutes. There's no way we would have gotten it done, obviously. Alright, so we're going to delete this one. And we'll start over again. That's how this works. It's how this works. I'm not upset. It's just, it's disappointing, of course, obviously. We wanted to be able to keep going and say, yeah, we did it. But, nope, can't do it this time. Recipes, blueprints unlocked, harsh, challenging, locked. Let me just make sure everything else got locked in. Yes, yes, okay. Let's see where we end up this time. It'll be a little quicker this time, too. Another sip of coffee. Gotta do that. Oh, yeah, that's some good Joe. Good cup, too. Alright, timer going. Everything's damaged. Hold on. Made this mistake last time. Okay, we're on a Gex system. We're good. Alright. We got dioxide on this planet, too, and sodium deposits, so we don't have to go for sodium plants. We can just go straight to wherever we need to go. Get some dioxide for life support. Alright, we're in good shape as far as that's concerned. Let's get the elements we need, though. Let's see. I say this way. Okay. Ferrite dust. Now, last time I got all the ferrite dust I could possibly ever want. But what I'm going to go for this time is just, we need 125 of it. 75 for the repair, 50 for the one metal plate. And what we'll do is we'll use our processor when we get rusted metal to make more, if you will. 100. Nothing. Is there any other rocks here? Need one more rock, I think. Oh, we got a geode, though. Hold on. Alright, yeah, we got it. Make a metal plate real quick. There it is. Okay, multi-tool. We'll at least repair one of them. Good. Ready to go. Let's get this because it's here, and we will need it. Make our hermetic seal and also the recharge at this point because we do need some plants and stuff. Alright. And we also need carbon. We need carbon. I got them while they were there. I figured, what the heck. You never know when you might need a little extra. Alright, carbon, here we go. Alright, I can already see the hazardous plants there. So that'll get us some oxygen that we need. We need 30 to start with. This planet is just at that point of being cold. So it should be slower, but It is what it is.
Technology recharge.
Big trees. Always a good thing to find. There we go.
Protection falling.
Little ones. It says we've gotten 300 already, but we had to use some, as you saw. These little ones are actually not bad. They're actually burning through them real quick. They give us a pretty decent amount of carbon. One more tree. Alright, I think we're good for now. Alright, how we doing? That should give us another supply of them. Okay, good. Let's drop down, get us a carbon.
Protection falling.
There we go. Multi-tool. Repair. Go.
Repair.
Alright, we need a cave. Let's see. I'm gonna look around real quick. We do have a building right over there. Let's head that direction. Grab the cargo drop on the way. We have nothing to repair our ourselves with. Let's hit the cargo drop real quick and hope that it has something like sodium. We have nothing. We're gonna get damaged whether we like it or not. There.
Extreme cold damage detected.
Get up the slope. Run.
Technology recharge.
It's a start. Ooh, plants. I think this provides hazard protection. If we can get back to our inventory. Yep, it does.
Protection falling.
There we go. Fully charged. Okay, we saved ourselves there. Alright, and what are you? Docksite? This will give us our life support. We gotta watch our manipulator. Actually, let's go into medium mode and we'll pick up some extra silicate powder on the way.
Technology recharge.
There we go. I think that was pretty smart. How we doing? We're 5 minutes in. We're doing pretty good. Let's see what this building has in store for us. Alright, so there's our life support.
Technology recharge.
Excellent. There. Okay, where's the building at? That way. I did see some crystals behind me, but I don't have an advanced mining laser, and I'm not going to waste my time building one. Ooh, hello. Let's grab our first supply of rusted metal. Microprocessor. Good. Health at maximum, that's fine. That'll be the second supply. Good, that should be all we need.
Thermal protection falling.
And battery. Good, 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 good. A little bit more sodium. Okay, beacon. It's a beacon. That's fine. Alright, we got another building in the distance. We'll head towards that one as well. And we are also looking for buried minerals, guys. Hopefully I haven't passed over any. I don't see any. Okay, good. 2 of these containers. That's good. What do we got? We don't need any more rusted metal. Okay, Vy'keen effigy, which we don't need. We'll beacon. I wasn't trying to hit the beacon, but that's okay. There's our building, and if we take a quick look in the dark, we can see if we can find anything, and I'll honest, I don't see anything. It's too dark. That's okay. Minor settlement, good for you. I don't care. Another ion battery, that's good. Okay, anything on the way? Cargo, buried cache right in front of me. We'll head towards it. And see if we can grab some plants on the way. We can use a battery now, so at least that's something. There we go. Where's that buried cat? Should be right in front of me. Ooh, buried mineral too. Excellent. Let's grab that. It was right here, right? There it is. Oh, great. Is it really down below? Ah, crap. Well, there's a cave down here anyway, so that's what that means. Yeah, we can't get to it. Oh, well. Well, I don't think we can. Nope, we can't. We need cobalt. Let's go ahead and scan them, even though they don't have a secondary element.
Units received.
Okay, there we go.
Units received.
And we do need oxygen. I keep forgetting about that. We'll get some sodium from these guys, at least one of them anyway. Need a few more batteries, so we'll get as much cobalt as we can right now. Okay, how are we doing on cobalt? Alright, good. Let's just get 2 more. Oh, we got gold. Go figure. We don't need a lot of it, but, you know, we'll get some while we can, since it happens to be here. Two. Okay, that's all I wanted. I do want more, actually, now that I think about it. Where is those batteries at? There it is. I'll grab 8. Okay, we do need more of that. Let's get rid of our... We can save the Vy'keen effigy for now, but we're going to need more stuff later. One of these, get rid of you. Okay, good. Alright, where to? That way. I don't know what that is, but... Okay, look around. We missed the buried tech, didn't we? Not the buried tech, that. Buried cache is what we missed. I do want to grab it, because if it does have metals in it, it'll be worth it to me. Launch thrusters, okay. Well, it'll come in handy later.
Thermal protection falling.
We need oxygen because we got to make a... You know what we have to make. Alright, where's our building at? But I just saw it for a second. That's the building we're heading towards, right? I think. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Is that copper? It sure is. Grab it while we can. We're here. We don't know what our building is. Looks like another beacon. So this is going to be a planet full of beacons, I guess. Okay. Need at least 150 to start with. We'll need more, but 70, 80, 90.
Thermal protection falling.
30, 40, and we're switching to medium. That's why I was counting it out for myself, because the rest is just fluff at this point. We will need it again, but hopefully we won't need a ton of this. One of these days, I'm actually going to go through and find out exactly how much we need. I'm sure somebody already has a spreadsheet. There we go. Alright, that's good. Let's get out of here. Alright, so beacon's not going to help me. I'll use one of our precious batteries. Let's grab some oxygen from up here and we'll take a look around.
Thermal protection falling.
There we go. That should be enough oxygen to make ourselves a... Well, what we need anyway. Okay, what do we got over there? Buried cache at 191. Buried cache at 250. Any other buildings anywhere? I don't see any. Okay, I think we're okay. Alright, let's go. How we doing? 12 minutes in. So it is time for us to get to a point where we need to think about making our Minotaur. But we don't have enough gold yet to get there, so. Life support module. Very nice. I'll take it. We'll uninstall it later. Very good. Very good. Do we have anything else in here we can get rid of? Okay, nothing yet. I'm sure we do, but I'm just going to keep bouncing around for now until we get where we're needing to be. We do have a broken machinery over there. Let's head for the buried technology.
Protection falling.
Okay, oxygen gotten. We should probably start looking into plants. Ah, that's always handy. Since we don't have any sentinels yet. Okay, we'll be using another battery here in a minute.
Life support power low.
Alright, that gave us some more gold, actually.
Thermal protection falling.
Life support, we're going to use the life support gel. And for hazard, we're going to use one of the batteries. We can always make more. So, we have to. Okay, we picked up that. We should really have stopped right away and taken a look around.
Thermal protection falling.
Broken machinery to my left. Let's head that direction. Did we get any dihydrogen yet? I don't think we did. Some of the runs mixed together. Ooh, if we can get a couple of those, that would be good. There we go. There. Very nice. Got 100 of it now. We need more, but 100 will do. Broken machinery this way. Okay, good. And remember, we need sodium deposits, not sodium. Oh, oxygen. We should just highlight it. Any more buried minerals? Buried minerals would be much, much better. I don't see any. Okay, keep going. Got a cave up ahead, but unless we get some more. Actually, you know what? With the amount of gold that we have, if we get ourselves into a cave, that would be better. That would be better, but we do need the buried technology. Where'd it go? There it is.
Protection falling.
Okay, where is the cave? Cave is that way. Let me just make sure there's nothing around me that I need to be hitting. There's caves all around me, actually. That one looks like it might be closer. No, it's not, but that's okay. We're in a cave already. Good. That's where we needed to be. Okay, back to our mining beam. Let's see if we can find one of these that has gold. With only one item in there, without a secondary item, too, they should be easier to find. We can now make ourselves a Minotaur. Okay, so we need to get some ferrite. Okay. Put you down. Let's get us started.
Technology recharge.
Okay. Okay, we need metal plates. How are we doing on batteries? We're doing okay. We do need more of these guys. Let me see what else we got in here we don't need.
Technology recharge.
Get silicate powder up the wazoo.
Technology recharge. Technology
There
recharge.
we go. Yeah, actually, got a good amount of condensed carbon. I'll go ahead and use it.
Recharge.
Alright. Alright, we're good. We need a little more dihydrogen, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Though between the two of these, we ought to be able to get into a portal. It's just enough right now. We do need more, because I'm going to make a few more batteries. Yeah, I'm going to make a few more batteries, I think. There we go. That'll work. So I'm going to get some cobalt. We'll get about like I said, about another 30 or so while this is chugging along. We got a geodo. That's going to give us a, probably. Okay, good. 40. That's nice. We got it. Okay, carbon, condensed carbon, and ferrite dust can go right there. Oxygen. I do need some more ferrite, but we're making that right now. This will give us a little bit of money. We have enough to make our Minotaur. We do need some condensed, pardon me, some chromatic metal. How are we doing? We need 5 plates, so this is going to take a little bit. We need some silver, too. We should probably look around for that right now while we're waiting in this cave. And hopefully we can get some. That'll be nice, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Because even though we did find gold, I'm not expecting to find a lot of silver in here. So, but hey, I'll take it. Check all these out from the ceiling. Get confused with each other. Usually when I'm looking for stuff, I'll find a lot of platinum. Stuff I don't need, you know? You know how it is. But it is what it is. Alright, how we doing over here? Okay. Because that's going to take a while, so we want to use our time as we can here. Silver. Nope, that's gold. I'll take it anyway, because we can always use the gold. We find, I think we need it for another upgrade or something like that, so we might as well get it while we can. Interesting cave. Big rock in my way, so I might as well take it, right? Wonder what the secondary element is. Oxygen, how interesting. Let's grab these. Alright, what do we got? None of these are helpful to me, and we're running out of room. Oh, cobalt. Okay. Moving on. Green, which means it's done, which means I've wasted my time. Okay, 150. We need to keep going with that. We may not have enough. We may have to get more rocks, but this is okay, you know. It should be going pretty quick. How are we doing? 20 minutes in. We don't know where our ship is yet. This may be another burned run. We'll see. Gold again. I'll go ahead and take it just to get it out of the way. I don't want to get confused. And we're going to be looking for silver. Okay. More ferrite dust because we can need it. We can need it? That was an interesting word. Interesting turn of phrase. I think I need more coffee. How did we get one of those? Alright, we've got tons of ferrite now. At least we got that done. But we don't see any more silver in here. So, wait a minute. That's silver. Alright, so we need... How many more silvers? I think we need a lot more silver, though. We need at least 2 more of these if we're going to create what we're looking for. What we need to find is, like I said, if we can find... Are you kidding me? We may be really close here, guys. We only need 100. How much do we have? We have 83. We only need 17 more. We can find 1 more in here. I don't know if we will, but... No, we didn't. But, you know, I'd say that wasn't too bad. It's oxygen. I'll grab it because we need it. There, got it. Okay. Wow. Okay, well that's good. Would be something if I found a silver one on the way back, huh? I'll keep my eyes peeled. Like, that one's gold, but we'll grab it, because if we can sell it, we can sell it for money too, don't forget. Okay. It's not the most valuable. Platinum is more valuable, but still. We just found more, and we weren't even trying. Alright. We need chromatic metal. Where's my copper? Go. Alright. Let's make our metal plates. 5. Got it. Okay, silicate powder.
Technology recharge.
Charged on that. We got more copper here. We just need one more. I mean, that's really it. That's all we need. Alright. So as soon as we hit 75 on this, we'll exit this cave. Don't want to accidentally come across a silver one and then just blast it to smithereens here. Alright. Alright, take a peek. Where are we headed? Buried cache at 320. Where's our ship at? Our old ship. Okay, it's over that way. We were heading mostly this way, I think. Alright, we'll head to that buried cache instead. Oh, no. Is that the mineral? That is a mineral. That's above us. Is that 1 or 2? I think it's just 1. Okay, what do we get? Iridesite. Hold on a second here. Where are you? Platinum. Crap. Okay, but it's worth a lot of money. So, you know, that's still worth it to us. Alright, where was that? Buried cache at 350. There's the buried cache we're heading towards. Okay, so let's head out. Okay, well, we've already been this way. This is the same cave, isn't it? It is. We didn't get our silver, but that's okay. We're close, and we may be hitting another cave on the way. We are at 25 minutes. Really pushing it here, guys. Really pushing it. But I'm probably going to finish this one out, because this one looks like it's pretty good. If we can get a ship pretty close by, that is. Starship shield mod. Okay, good. Alright. Quick look around. We got some broken machinery in front of me.
Falling.
Cargo drops. Buried cache. Cargo drop. We should hit the cargo drops as well. Because we do need some more microprocessors. Alright. Ion battery, that'll work. Let's make our Minotaur, shall we? Top in for a moment. And we should have enough to make our radar. Yep.
Technology installed.
And we don't have to get rid of our other part there. Let's get rid of that instead. Did I just... No, I got a wiring loom out of it. God, thought I messed that up bad. Okay. We may not need all this. Alright. Okay. Distress signal found. 2 hours away. I doubt that it's really 2 hours away. Alright, so that's actually a good thing. We will try it again, but I need to uninstall some stuff. So let's go back to our EXOCRAFT. We're going to uninstall you. Exosuit. What can we get rid of here? Let's get rid of the Viking effigy. Salvage data. We don't have any silver to make our... We don't have enough silver to make that, so... Alright. Is there any more caves nearby? should be. Crystals would be better, but that's okay. Alright, so the ship is this way. Okay, good. Be the last of that I have to get. Plants. Cargo drops. Let's head in that direction. I'm going to see if I can't find a cave. Like I said, we need one more cave. We just need a little bit more silver, and we can really get moving here. There we go. Very nice. Okay, now we're out in the open. Okay, let's take a quick peek. We need to find that. What are you? Floating crystals? We can't really do much with those, unfortunately. We got caves right below us, for crying out loud. Let's get a little bit closer that way. Because it's in the right direction. Alright. And get into this cave real quick. Ah, okay, it's one of these caves. Get rid of you, because I don't feel like dealing with you. I need silver. Just need one more silver and we're done. Sodium. That's not it. More sodium. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Platinum. Crap. Almost had it. Ah. Time wasted. Silver. Got it. Okay, we're done. Where's my other EXOCRAFT? Up there. Okay. Come on, get out of the cave. Alright, so we're done with this EXOCRAFT. We just got to be closer to it, unfortunately.
Thermal protection falling.
Alright, what do we have in our inventory? Let's get rid of you. I'd like to keep you if I can. Is there anything we can get rid of? I don't think there is. I'm going to use those. Okay. You know what? We don't really need them. Let's get rid of one at least, because the shield will give us good stuff. Alright, EXOCRAFT. Uninstall. Okay, good. Create a pilgrim. I need dihydrogen jellies times 5. Crap. That's what we were missing. I can only make 2. Alright. I'm gonna hurt. There we go. I'm thinking right now, right?
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
We'll use one of our precious batteries for our hazard protection. Okay. Can't make all of them yet, but we're there. We're almost there. One of those two. We need 26 more.
Thermal protection falling.
You know, dihydrogen is one of the most easiest resources to come across.
Falling.
Battery, battery, battery.
Technology recharge.
We're out of room in our inventory, too. Okay. Okay. Let's go this way. Need dihydrogen. And hopefully not break our suit in the meantime. There it is.
Thermal protection falling.
Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. We got one microprocessor we can do that with. And where's the other one? A. We need more chromatic metal. Of course we do.
Technology installed.
Okay. That's okay. We'll get there. Where's our ship at? Now, this doesn't protect us from the elements, but it helps, I've found. See? 11 minutes. We ought to get there in probably about 7, so we're going to be pushing the envelope with how fast we can get this done. But you know what? This is probably not going to be a 36-minute run, I'll tell you that right now. And the thing about this bike, though, is that we're going to run out of fuel real quick. So we've got to be able to get there in a decent amount of time. So we're going to keep that jet down as much as possible.
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge.
Up, Sentinels.
Thermal protection falling.
Okay, that backfired. There we go. We can get over the hill. Depending upon terrain, this may be a slower beastie. Okay, so how much do we need? We need about another... We need some more chromatic metal. Now, if we could have found an element in the ground, one of the minerals, that gave us silver, this might have been a faster run. There we go. Ow, what in the world? You know what? There's a possibility if you run into a sentinel, sometimes you'll be... It's an immovable object is what happens. And you will not be able to get past them, so you'll run into them like a brick wall. See, our fuel is dropping rather quickly. That's one good thing about the Minotaur, is the Minotaur is very efficient on fuel, but I'm going to end up having to refuel this. Fortunately, I have a little bit of condensed carbon I can spend on it. This is a very mountainous terrain. I don't know if you guys have been noticing this. Okay, falling at 200 per unit there. There it is. Let's see. Yeah, it'll use up all of our oxygen or all of our condensed carbon. We'll use the carbon for now. We're going to need more, obviously. But it should get us there before it tells us that fuel is required again. So we'll see. Man, the lighting in the morning is kind of terrible here. So we're going to immediately put down our refiner and make 50 pure ferrite. So that we have that to fix our multi-tool. But we need 100 of it. So we need 100 ferrite to turn into pure ferrite. We should have plenty of metal plates now. Wow, this really is taking a longer time than I expected. Unlike the Minotaur, which tells you, you know, an accurate amount of time. I would think with the boosts that we're doing, this would be eating up the time fast, but it's going a little bit slower than I expected. So we still got 3 minutes to get there, and it's, you see, it's not really dropping fast, even with our booster going. So it literally was an 11-minute travel to get there. Almost hit a cave. The fog is killing us here. We're not being able to see what might be on the ground in front of us. And I'm heading in as straight a path as possible. So I'm sure some of you have noticed that, like, why aren't you taking the planes to the left? Is because, you know, the fastest way is straight line most of the time. This isn't really a straight line if you think about it. It's up and over. But if I can get these jumps in where I'm doing 150 through the air, I'm all over the place. And fuel requires, oh, come on, there it is. But we got a minute to go. We'll get as far as we can. It just has to get us there. Fuel required again.
Thermal protection falling. Fuel required.
Okay, we made it.
Fuel required.
There we go. Alright. We immediately put down, if I can get my buttons to work properly, this. And we need to
Technology
get
recharge.
some more chromatic metal, but we need the ferrite dust. There you are. I need 100. Get that going. Let's get the ship. C-class. Okay, we got some good stuff in here. Claim the ship. Let's uninstall that. That's going to give us more chromatic metal and sodium. This requires that, so we need to get that fixed. We need 2 more microprocessors. We got the hydrogen jelly.
Repaired.
We've got the metal plate.
Component repaired.
Hermetic seal.
Component repaired.
Alright, pure ferrite's being made now. We need more microprocessors and sodium nitrate. There's more pure ferrite being made. Okay, alright. Is there any carbon anywhere?
Life support power low.
That's easy to take care of.
Technology recharge.
100 goes here, here, and we need sodium. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, that's fine. Just begin. There. Just get that moving along. Alright, in the ship, we're going to throw some stuff in there real quick because we're running out of inventory space. We need a antimatter. We need a warp hypercell. Okay. That's good. Go ahead and put this in.
Protection
Uninstall it. Alright, we got good amount of sodium. We got good stuff there. This needs to be repaired. Alright, microprocessors require carbon, and of course there's no trees anywhere. There we go. Okay, let's get some trees. So this is not going to be a record run, but it was a good starter or warm-up run. Alright, let me see how much we can make. So we need 2 more. Wait, how many microprocessors do we have? We only need 1 more of these.
thermal protection.
And where's the microprocessors? There you are. 1, 2. Oh, we got it. Got it. Okay, good. This should be just about finished. Not quite, because we ran out of juice.
Technology recharge.
But I will grab what's in here. Okay, ship. Alright. That's repaired.
Component repaired.
This is
Component
repaired, or should be. Where's our... I thought we already put the chromatic metal in.
Component repaired.
Alright, so we need
Thermal protection.
some more chromatic metal.
Component
Okay, shields are repaired. And we just need chromatic metal. Okay. And we're done. Will be damaged. It is what it is. Where's our copper? We're not going to have enough copper, are we? I don't have any more. Alright, get in the ship. We'll slowly recharge. So the starship is going to require 55 more chromatic metal. Okay, and we don't have anything to install or uninstall in order to get the chromatic metal that we need. So how much we got? We got 8. And we're not going to get enough. So I'm going to have to find some copper. Alright. Alright. We got this. Copper at 600 right over there. We only have to take off
thermal protection.
twice. So let's be clear. Is there anything in my... We need to get that fixed too. Crap. We never found a portal. Oh, we had a lot more copper. copper than that. Why am I so low on copper? I thought we had a lot of copper. We had almost 300 of it sitting in there, but it's what it is. All right. All right. 46 is all we have. Okay. And we'll respawn you in a minute, sir. No, I don't want to exit. Okay, where is the copper deposit that I just highlighted? There it is.
Technology recharge.
Need another 300 of this, at least. Let's get it started. So this is not going to be a record run, but I'm hoping that you enjoyed it so far. To give you an idea what you want to do, where's my copper? There you are. Thing is, we won't need all of it, because once we have what we're looking for, we will be good. But I'm going to grab the rest of the copper because we need it to open the portal anyway.
Thermal protection falling.
Okay, how we doing? 301. Let's get rid of the 1. I don't need the 1. Okay, let's go ahead and call in our EXOCRAFT. You know, I should have put these in here, is what I should have done, but I wasn't thinking. Alright, anyway, we need 104. There's 60. I don't think that gives us enough. No, we have 44 to get. Okay. How much does that give us? We need 29. So this will probably be in the 40s. Okay. Should be enough. Why is the scanner recharging? Oh, because I hit it while I was standing on the ground by accident.
Thermal protection falling.
All right.
Extreme cold damage detected.
All right. We're done. Okay, so we can fix this now.
Component
We
repaired.
can drop in our warp hypercore.
Technology recharge.
Monolith should be close by. Oh man, this thing turns like a school bus. Because it's a Gex system, we'll be able to find what we're looking for pretty quick. So we know that getting gold is going to be the paramount thing here. Getting gold and silver early along with chromatic metal that we'll be needing, is good. So we need 150 of that, huh? I gotta remember that. Top of the ones that we need to repair. Oh my gosh, would you just get up the slope? Ugh. That was frustrating. Shoot the creature. Hey, you got a portal. Alright, we're on our way. Okay, stay up high. And you know what I didn't do? I haven't pulled up my ordnance. I'll pull them up here in a minute. Hopefully we have enough materials to get this portal open. It's the other thing that we run into, unfortunately. Wow. Yeah, this thing is maneuverable like a tanker. Good grief. I haven't run across one that bad in a long time. Alright, what do we got? Let's see what we got. We got plenty of sodium. Should have enough dihydrogen and copper. I'll use the oxygen because we don't use it. We didn't have enough dihydrogen. Hopefully we have enough cobalt now.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
We're at 100% on everybody. We don't have enough cobalt. We're short. We're short a little bit. Unreal. We get 12 dihydrogen, we'll be alright.
Protection falling.
That's almost a cave. Just in case. Alright, that should be it. Should be it. Alright, got it. Now I gotta exit there and open up my glyphs, which opens up in a really huge screen, so I gotta move everything out of my way. There we go. Okay, we're good. Okay, might as well finish this out, right? Rocket ship, balloon. I need the Triforce, the whale. Where's the whale? Two sunsets, balloon, Triforce, and TP. Okay. And then we're just gonna blast off after we get done with this. Come on. Okay. And then we get to jump. And I'll take a last sip of my cold coffee now. Of course there isn't. But we should have enough to make some? No, we don't. Of course we don't. What do we need? Dihydrogen. Of course we do. Do we have anything in our inventory that we can use? We have a dihydrogen jelly. Okay, that'll be fine. Oh, that's interesting. And I can't, because somebody created a base here, I can't put this down.
Toxic protection falling.
People drive me nuts, I swear. I want to put a base near the portal. Every time. Drives me nuts.
Technology recharge.
Can we do it now? Yes, we can. Alright, we're good. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Technology recharge.
Because we had to take off one extra time because this thing is just so inefficient on launch fuel. So there are the mistakes you run into on this. That's why I hate getting a hauler. You know, any other ship but a hauler, please, for the love of all that's holy. And Jason always gets haulers anyway. So, let's see. Galactic Center. We go up here. Center of the galaxy, and on our way. Alright, so this one's probably going to be in the mid-40s, mid to upper 40s at this point. So, but a decent run nonetheless. I mean, it just taught us, you know, the things that we really, really need. So one of these days, somebody's going to, I know they're going to make a spreadsheet on the supplies you need and everything like that. And, you know, when you uninstall certain things, you get more out of it. You know, getting the hazard protection, uninstalling that from Minotaur, very, very good efficiency there. Didn't know the Minotaur would continue to protect you, though. That's even more interesting. But anyway, so... yeah, a lot to learn from this. We need a lot of carbon and a lot of ferrite dust. Getting that 125 ferrite at the very, very beginning, making one metal plate, repairing your multi-tool, very important, and then finding cargo containers and being able to drop it down, throw some carbon in there, and get some ferrite dust out of that while you harvest materials would probably be a great idea. Because you're going to need at least 300 ferrite. You're probably going to need more than that after that. Because you got to make your 5 metal plates, got to make those, and that's, you know, 250 right there. Plus, you'll need some to make some batteries. You're going to need some to make well, there's a lot of things you need to make. Let's just put it that way. So I'm guessing about 400 ferrite would probably be good after that. So 525 all total. Carbon, big. You need a lot of carbon. A lot of carbon. You need some condensed carbon. You need some stuff in there too. So there's a lot of things you need. Resource-wise, it's really incredible what you can get. Would it be worth it if you get wiring looms early on? Would it be worth it to make an advanced mining laser at that point, or you know, or the optical drill? You know, getting that in there as well to get more minerals out of everything that you go to. So there's that. There's a lot to consider. People will, I'm sure, will be experimenting galore. That's up to you guys. That's up to you guys. You've seen my live streams. You've seen my Discord channel. You can go to my channel on YouTube, and it'll have a link to my Discord under more info. So you can go to the Discord channel. You can post your findings in the speedrun area. If you find you can't post, literally just apply to the channel, and I'll go ahead and accept you. Just keep it clean, guys. Make sure you keep it real. Be good on the channel, and we'll be fine. The problem we run into a lot of times is folks... we don't want a lot of trolls in there. So we get trolls. I do have a moderator. We'll kick you out in a heartbeat. So be careful. So just be good, be kind, be nice in all that we're doing, and we'll get along just fine. All right. Another toxic planet. How interesting. My ship is literally right next to me. Look at that. It's literally like they stuck me right next to the ship. That's hilarious.
Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational.
No, it's not.
User initialization sequence complete.
There we go. Stop. So, yeah, under 50 maybe? Under 50 maybe? Let's find out, shall we? Right away. No, we hit 51. Crap. Okay. So about 10-minute difference is what we're seeing here between the two. And sometimes it's 5. I mean, I've seen that with Jason. 5 minutes is the difference between the two there. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and delete that. I'm going to release this video. You already know that it's released on Monday morning, but I'm stating that out loud. So this is a video where we had to restart and get an entire run done, and still 51 minutes is all we could do it in. So there you go, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. I'm going to try to give it more attempts before the expedition drops, and we'll go from there and see what we can come up with. Guys, again, thank you for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We'll see you again next time. Take care.